Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be what the narcissist wants. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So what does the narcissist want? Well, first of all, they want virtually everything they see. They want new, shiny objects and or individuals to pump them up and make them feel good about themselves. The narcissist is an individual who needs other human beings to regulate themselves. Think about when you were in the narcissistic relationship, or perhaps you're in one right now and looking to exit it. The relationship, it's all about whom? That's right, it's all about the narcissist. It's about what they think, what they want, how they are feeling, etc. Many times, let's say you would come home from work and the narcissist would be home, and then you would have a promotion or a pay raise or some good news. And you would say, hey, check this out. Here's the great news. And what would the narcissist do? Totally ignoring you. Maybe they would say, oh, that's great. I'm cooking. We'll talk about it later. Or invalidate you. And when this happens over and over, examples like when you have positive news to share with an individual who turns out to be a narcissist, and really understand this, eventually what happens? You don't share the information with them. Why? Because you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to break the great news of, let's say you just got a promotion or a pay raise, and have them say, okay, that's great, but whatever, we're having chicken for dinner. What's the big thing? Because that's what the narcissist wants. They want to invalidate you. They want you not believing that you are worth something. They want you believing in the false narrative of the mask. This is how the narcissist wants. They want you to feel this way. And remember also, let's take gaslighting for a minute. Remember, when you were with the narcissist, you had certain experiences. Perhaps you went on vacations, which ultimately were all blown up, I'm certain. But if you went on vacation, you said you went to place A, B, and C. They're like, no, it didn't happen that way. It was X, Y, and Z. And then they know what they're doing. They're trying to wind you up so you doubt yourself. And so you become reliant upon the narcissist. This is what the narcissist wants. Remember, the end game for the narcissist is to have you a shell of yourself with most, if not all of your resources depleted and having been taken by the narcissist. And again, on the channel, I mentioned, what are your resources? Your looks, your time, your money, your empathy, your social circle, your status, your job, your love, your caring, your commitment, everything you have, all the beauty that you possess. These are things the narcissist doesn't possess, and they want these for themselves. Now, again, the narcissist knows what they are doing when they entered a relationship with you. They knew it had an expiration date. They knew that they would discard you, or they knew that you would get so beaten down that you would have to exit it yourself. Another way narcissistic relationships carry on is if you stay in the devaluation stage or the narcissistic fog, and that is no place to be living. It's not a good place when you are literally a shell of yourself. You are so beaten down that each and every day is the same thing over and over again, and you're being blamed for things that happened 10, 20, 30 years ago. The house and or the environment you're living in, you can cut the air with a knife. You're walking around on eggshells. You're just waiting for that next shoe to drop. That is not living. Now, I understand many people could be and or have been in that environment. Not a good environment. If you have the ability to remove yourself from that environment and get a breath of fresh air and slowly rebuild yourself, you will understand that your energy will return. That is for a whole different video. What does the narcissist want there? They want to keep you around. Keep in mind, there is an energy transfer with the narcissist and with you. You most likely are an empath. You're certainly an abundant, beautiful individual, and thank you very much for being here on the channel. The narcissist saw this in you, and many times the narcissist saw the beauty and abundance within you that you could not see in yourself. In other words, perhaps you were a people pleaser, a yes person. You couldn't say the magic word no, which is the strongest word in the English language. The narcissist played on all of this, and they wanted to take you down in the mud with them where they thrive and where you are not accustomed to being. That is why, again, let's say the relationship ended recently, and perhaps you're going through the anger stage, or you're frustrated, you're trying to wrap your head around narcissism, that perhaps you fell in love with a narcissist. These are dark days. I understand completely. Having said that, if you endured and or are enduring the smear campaign, my suggestion is to not get down in the mud with the pigs. Do not retaliate. Take the high road. Invest in yourself. Let the alleged friends weed themselves out. See who is actually there to support you in this time of need. And those are the people I will be leaning on. Remember, post-narcissistic relationship, if you endure the smear campaign, your alleged friends or acquaintances will weed themselves out. You don't have to do it. And many times you will be reaching out for people who don't have any time for you. Why? Because number one, perhaps they don't want to get involved. Number two, because they already believe the rhetoric of the narcissist. Or number three, they have their own issues and they just can't lend a hand. These are not necessarily good things, but everybody on this planet eventually reveals themselves. They sincerely do. Play that again, it's a fact. But what does the narcissist want? They want you and your money and your status and your social circle to be crushed. They want to be able to manipulate you behind closed doors where virtually no one's there but just say you and the narcissist. That's when most of the abuse happens. Not all of it, but most of it. Think about it. You're cooking, it's breakfast, you're making breakfast for the two of you. What happens? Well, you didn't make the eggs right, did you? You didn't boil the water properly. You didn't use the correct coffee mug. You have the wrong kind of milk, etc. Things like that. These little things insidiously slipped on you are a great way to disrupt your day. Think about it. It's breakfast time. You're supposed to be sharing breakfast together, enjoying a good time, right? Starting the day off properly. No, the narcissist many times wants to disrupt you from the minute they wake up until the evening. Perhaps it's the evening time. It's time getting ready to go to bed, and then let's say you had a good afternoon, and then what happens? Maybe you're sitting on the couch watching a documentary with the narcissist, and what happens? Boom. They get a phantom text or a correspondence or a phone call kind of late at night, and you're like, what's going on here? It's like 10:30. Who's calling you? I don't get it. And they're like, oh, no, but just a friend. No big thing. Just something's happening. And you're like, at 10:30 at night? We're married. Like, what is this? I don't get it. What's going on? These are the little things, the little seeds of doubt that are planted in your head. And it's all on purpose by the narcissist because they don't want you believing in yourself. They don't want you standing up for yourself. They want to control everything about you, your whole day. Another one, imagine if you were having a day when you were with a narcissist. Imagine if you were having a day for yourself. Say you went out golfing with individuals or you're spending quality time doing something, some sporting activity with your friends. Many times what would the narcissist do? They would disrupt that. They would be texting you or calling you or saying that you have to pay a bill which isn't due for 3 weeks, but they need you to do it now because now means they get to disrupt your golf game or your energy. Think about it. These are small, insidious things that add up over time. And the end game for the narcissist is they want to consume your energy. Another one, the relationship ended. Let's say it was a romantic interest. And I know I use that frequently, but let's use it again for this part. The narcissist wants you thinking about them, thinking about, are they with the new supply? Did I do everything I could have done? Was it my fault? Can the narcissist change? Do they love me? What about all these memories we created? The truth of the matter for all that is, remember, the narcissist wore a mask with you. They wanted you to believe in the false narrative of the mask. You were mirroring back to the narcissist. Sorry, the narcissist was mirroring back to you what you wanted to see. You essentially fell in love with yourself. Tough pill to swallow, but it's reality. Why? Because the narcissist can't fall in love. They can't introspect. They can't be accountable. They are empty, hollow shells. And so when that relationship ended and you are putting yourself back together and you believe you're missing the narcissist, your heart is telling you one thing, but your head is telling you something else. Because if you add up and are actually authentic and write a pro-con list about the relationship and the benefits of the relationship and the not so good things about the relationship, you will find that list is quite eye-opening. And that in fact, you were manipulated. You were existing in that zombie-like state, which is the devaluation stage, when you were a pawn and a puppet to the narcissist. They knew this. And what were they doing during that narcissistic fog stage? They were getting your replacement. They were looking for other people to fill the shoes that would pump up the false narrative of the narcissist. In other words, they're looking for new sources of supply. That is why so frequently, if you really dig into it, the narcissist triangulates you. They triangulate you from the beginning of the relationship to test you and to see if you will tolerate it, or to test you and see if you'll understand what that is. And going back, many of you are probably like, what is triangulation? I have no idea what it is. Exactly. You wouldn't know what it is because you're not a narcissist. There's no reason to be triangulating somebody. Understand that. But now post-narcissistic relationship, you're getting the terms, the glossary of definitions, and you're understanding what these mean. And you're coupling that with your experience, which equals wisdom. That's what you're doing. That's what you should do. But the narcissist, what do they want? They want to play a game of cat and mouse with you. From the beginning the relationship ends, until it concludes. And even after then, at times they will hoover. Remember, if the narcissist hoovers you, which means they're trying to draw you back into the relationship, if it's for an hour, a day, a week, a month, or longer, don't accept the hoover. The hoover, what it means is simply the narcissist is low on supply. In other words, they're missing a grade A source of supply who can help them get through the next day. And they are trying to see how strong you are. Are you weak? Have you healed? Have you understood that they were a narcissist? All these things. The narcissist will want to continue to come back at variable times. Whenever you have not gone no contact, blocked them, removed all flying monkeys and people associated with them, that's when you begin really healing, when you've blocked them and you understand that peeking at social media or their social media or having people give you updates about the narcissist's whereabouts, that doesn't serve you, it doesn't benefit you. It just keeps you ripping that Band-Aid off so you can't heal properly, really get the message. But that's what the narcissist wants. They want to destroy you, essentially. And again, I don't say that lightly. Think about it. There's no love in a narcissist. What there is taking and taking and taking. And when they're done, they want to take more. There's no giving. Every narcissistic relationship is nothing but manipulation, smoke and mirrors. It ends when your replacement has been revealed, or when they have your replacement, or it ends when you try to put a boundary up. When you say, no, I think we should be doing X, Y, and Z, and then they're like, wait a minute, well, you're standing up to me? What are you doing? Get back in your corner. You know what to do. You're supposed to do what I want you to do. But then many times you actually double down and you're like, no, this isn't good. I'm not receiving any love or kindness here. And you're gone for 10 or 12 hours a day and you come back late at night and you're getting phantom phone calls and you're texting and you're telling, all these things aren't adding up. What's going on? And then boom, what happens? Next day, they're gone. Because you caught onto them, you wised up, you stood up for yourself, you said that something's wrong here and they can't have that. That is exactly how the narcissist lives. That is exactly why they go from town to town, city to city, business to business, relationship to relationship, and they blow up every single relationship they're a part of. They can't help it. Is that an excuse? Absolutely not. These people are creatures of the night. They're shapeshifters. They want to destroy beautiful, bright, shining lights like you. They don't want to introspect. They don't want to grow. All they want to do is take the lazy way out, which is change the mask they wear, find another unsuspecting individual with resources, and take from that person until that person is either a shell of themselves and discarded and thrown away like a sheet of paper on the freeway, or that person wises up, and I hope they did, and they end it quicker, or they stay in the narcissistic fog until they get replaced. That's how it works. So what does the narcissist want? They want to consume you. They want to drain you of your life source. They want to drain you of your bank account. They want to drain you of your energy. They want to drain you of your social circle, your friends, your family. They want to drain you of your abundance. They want to drain you of your promotion. They want to drain you of your belief in yourself. They don't want to build you up. They have never wanted to build you up. What they want to do is consume you. And like I mentioned in the video yesterday, they want an energy exchange. They want to take your abundant energy and use it as a fuel source for themselves. And they'll burn that up super quick, believe me. And it will take you a long time to replace your energy post-narcissistic relationship. Why? Because that's the way it works. Because you'll have to process things. You'll have to heal. You'll have to cry. You'll have to have sleepless nights. You'll have to understand that, yes, in fact, people like this do walk the planet. What will the narcissist do? They'll just glom on to another individual because they're uncaring, they're selfish, they are parasitic, and they're empty shells, they're hollow. That's exactly why they can move on so quickly. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Remember that. You are beautiful, you are loved, you are abundant. Keep moving forward each and every day. If you exited the narcissistic relationship, my hope is now you have boundaries and you know how to say no, and you're not a people pleaser, and you understand your energy is priceless. If you are looking to exit it, understand each and every day you are in the relationship, it will get more and more draining. My suggestion is to make small steps to find a plan, an exit plan, and to begin to understand that this relationship does not benefit you. If you believe you are trapped in the relationship, there is always a way out of the relationship. Meaning I am certain there are support groups and or family members on your side, people that you can trust, that you can find your way out of this. You are not alone. God bless you. Stay strong, and I will talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.